Yeah, 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 yeah. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. Yeah, we back, we back. We back. Hoorah! Yo, what up? What up, Facebook? What up, YouTube? We are here. You see it. The Brodies. We here with another episode, a fresh new episode, man. There's so many things going on in the world, in the entertainment business. So much going on. But before we get there, we're going to jump into introductions. As you can see, I have my good friend, the pink hat wearing man himself, V. George Smith, a.k.a.
the chief intercessor. What is going on, people? What is going on? I'm here to pray for you, and you too.
Yes, sir. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. All is well. Coming off a successful draft for my Cowboys. Feeling real good.
No, when he said that, y'all saw
Hey,
the video.
Well, don't do it. I will cook you on this live, bro.
Yep.
Don't do it.
No, you saw that video, Michael Parsons.
Stick the protocol. Don't do it, nigga.
Yo, it's Patrick, yo. Yo, George, when you said that, Patrick was like,
Oh, God.
It's okay.
yo,
I
man.
laughed because of that Michael Parsons video when they had announced Booker's draft.
Yeah.
That was
Listen,
hilarious.
man, George, it's the NBA playoffs, man. We just took a horrible loss, man. Horrible loss. I still got faith in our team, though.
Not me.
We need a big man, bro.
Because of one LeBron, Ramon James.
His middle name's Ramon.
Rob Pelinka made one mistake this year. Only one. When he pulled that trade, lied and talked about Mark Williams failing that physical because all of a sudden they didn't want to
Dalton Connect.
Right.
Just
he
not to
up.
play him.
Yeah, I thought y'all was gonna win this series.
He messed up.
You know what?
Just for clarity.
Let's move on.
No, wait, DJ. For clarity, you said y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
What's your favorite team, Patrick?
You and you.
No. What's your favorite team, Patrick? What's your favorite team?
Oh, he's a Bulls fan, right?
Your favorite team. Your favorite team is the Lakers, right?
What's your favorite team, Patrick?
Golden State.
Okay, cool. Exactly. Stick to protocol. Introduce the next clown.
I'm just asking a question. Why are you
I'm ready today.
Yeah,
Let's
get so
go.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Come
Come on, y'all want crash out, George? We gonna do it today. Keep going.
All right. Since he's talking, man, as y'all see a new face as our guest today. My brother Kachel couldn't make it, but this topics we're talking about, we're in a group chat with this dude, and he has interesting takes. You know, some I rock with, some I'm but we got Patrick Schaefer, aka
Chicago.
You good, brother?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Good, man. What's up?
Ready to do this podcast, man.
Let's get
Next, we have one of my closest friends, Ray Andrew Monroe, aka
the voice of reason. What's going on, everybody?
Bro, why did you have to get it together to say it? What's going on? Is Carissa watching or something?
Nah. I had to gather myself, It's been a very eventful day. You know what I mean? I had to center myself, you know what I mean? But yeah,
Okay.
I'm glad to be
preach?
here. It's no.
No.
I just basked in the ambiance.
Yes, sir. Last but not least, we got my big brother, the eldest, William Shemaine Brown, aka
Future patriarch. Hello, everyone.
You good, brother?
Nah, but I'm getting there.
What you mean?
Brown's still in the league.
Come on, man. Come on,
Gosh.
man.
I kind of feel. I
Come
kind of feel the same way. I kind of feel the
Yeah,
same
his
way.
knees. It's just his knees, man. It's abuse at this point. Like,
Come on. He's still top 5 player in the league, but
top
we ain't gonna
five.
say nothing. Still
He's
top 5
top
player in
five.
the league, in my opinion. Yes.
JaVale McGee retired.
George, that was a good. George, that was a good.
You think that was funny? Brown logic. I get it.
Yo, listen, yo. Before we move any further, rather, shout out to Teron Hall, and who will be joining us during this podcast. TH5 Media, our producer, everything you do, we appreciate you. Like I say always, if you have any media, sound, entertainment situations, TH5 Media, Teron at TERONH on Instagram. Help, look him up. Look him up. I promise you, you will not feel cheated or anything. All right. So I gotta y'all know this last week or two, Mount Rushmore has been coming out, right? We've been seeing all these graphics of different Mount Rushmores. As you know, Mount Rushmore consists of 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw these 2 Mount Rushmores, and this is definitely our wheelhouse. So Teron, you could put up one. So this is the R&B Mount
what?
Rushmore. Yeah, I got you, Will. This is the R&B Mount Rushmore. We have Michael Jackson, we have Neil, Usher, and C Breezy, Chris Brown. So
oh my God.
So
Yo,
Neo.
I saw this.
Oh, really?
I saw this one on TikTok, like literally today, and like it had over 20,000 likes. It had over like 8,000 comments and whatever. I was reading some of the comments and let's.
This is for R&B.
Mike ain't even R&B. What is going on?
Mike is
all right,
pop.
so
Yeah,
so we about to
That's
go
what I was
down this.
saying.
literally king of pop. What?
Who are you taking off and who are you adding?
I'm taking off Neo and Mike off rip, and then I mean, if we're not going off of people's, personal lives,
Yeah,
you're
say it, Will.
you have to put the Pied Piper in that mode, and
It's all right.
God.
Take your time.
R&B.
is there any time?
It's all right. Take your time.
I
What'd
would
you
have
say,
to
Z?
say.
I don't think you could do an R&B one without setting some time frames. Like,
So I believe it's, let's just say, all right, I don't know what it is, so let me just take a guess at it. Let's just say from the 2000s to present time.
So we taking
From
Michael
2000
off.
to present time.
Taking Michael
Yeah, he was
off,
all, he was, for me, he was all regardless.
and we put. Yeah, and that's only because he's pop, like he's king of pop. That don't.
All right,
make
cool.
sense
So who
why
do you take off, Will?
Yeah, I said Mike. I took off Mike Neo, and I put in what's his name, R. Kelly, and y'all gonna laugh, but that's my boy, Cisco. Cisco's the dog. to me. I'm sorry. Cisco's my dog. I'm sorry.
I thought you was gonna
Ray,
say Trey Songz, so I'm actually okay with that. So
Ray on you.
I'm taking off Mike because Mike isn't R&B to me. Mike is pop. I will replace Mike with R. Kelly. Then Neo.
That just doesn't make sense to me, Neo, at
It
all.
just and you said the 2000s.
Till now. What up, chat?
I mean, if you're gonna put what would y'all consider Justin Timberlake?
Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I don't know who I would replace Neil with, but he definitely wouldn't be on the Mount Rushmore. We would just have to a TBD where his face is at.
Okay. Okay. So
yeah, because that 2000s time frame is kind of.
Does anybody have an objection to taking Neil and Mike off for R. Kelly? R. Kelly being on in the Mount Rushmore. Does anybody have objection to that?
Nah.
No.
Pat, no. All right. So we know who solid is: Breezy, Usher, and
I'm bugging.
Kels.
Joe, I will put Joe in there.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely. No, I was gonna go with Joe.
I will put Joe in there. I'll replace.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's who I would go with. R. Kelly and Joe.
James Robinson.
Like
go ahead,
Will.
Will.
To me, no, Joe, he got dope songs. Like I never, and he's a great singer. I never, try to take anything from him. But I gotta be honest with myself. Like, is there just Joe records that I'll be like, yo, I gotta hear that? Like out the blue. Like I'm the type of guy like I like listening to older like music, like back in the day stuff, like out the blue. If I feel like listening to music, let me listen to something I used to love back in the day. It would never be a Joe record.
Wow.
And it's just me. Like he got cool records, I like them, but like just nah, and they don't just hit that heavy for me.
My only
okay.
I agree with Joe having like outstanding music, but if my only issue is if it's from 2000, Joe did the most of his.
If it was 90s,
the most of Joe's bangers were in the 90s, from 93 to like Love Scene was like 96.
But so was Usher.
But Usher's
Usher
still
only
relevant.
has Confessions.
Still
in
still
2000s.
making music.
Like that was his. Yeah, but all of it ain't good. I mean, they ain't hits. It's like I gotta hear this new Usher
What
record.
on
Like he has.
Confessions?
You
On
said that.
Confessions?
You said.
Well,
You
even
said
after
2000.
Confessions, Pat.
There was nothing better after Confessions. Like he didn't do anything better than Confessions after Confessions.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't
But
do no good. He
87,
didn't come out with good records.
Not an album, but how can not an album? But how do you
87
top 8701 in Confessions? How do you do that?
But 8701 is 90s, like late 90s. The Make Me Wanna record, I saw late 90s. Confessions is 2000. After that,
right.
what
But
other
after that, he
album
still had
does
great
he have?
songs.
But Confessions
He
is
still
probably
had great songs.
But so
Confessions
did
is the greatest
Joe.
R&B album. Confessions is the greatest R&B
Oh, well, I'm
album.
not.
Period.
Okay. I can't. Well, everybody just
You
goes
don't
too
think
far on
so?
this podcast. Like,
You don't think
everybody
so?
just, everybody just,
Boy, hold on. I need to know.
everybody,
You don't
the
think
greatest.
Confessions is the greatest R&B album?
Yes.
The greatest R&B Confessions. Wow.
What's greater than
All right, to be
Okay.
fair,
Confessions?
time out.
Woo.
Before we continue, 8701 was 2001.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
was that
8701, 2001, Confessions
dang?
2004, Here I Stand 2008,
No, we're not doing here.
Here I said had two
Let's
or
stop.
three good songs on it.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Let's
Yeah, okay.
stop it.
All right.
Here I said
701
had
and
2 or 3
Confession.
good records
That's
on it.
enough. Let's
Hey,
not. Let's
hey,
not do.
you drew a line. I
Uh,
crossed it.
we just gonna jump over my important question.
What is your question, Will?
I
You
want
drew a
to
line.
know
I crossed it.
what R&B album is better than Confessions. I'm just trying to figure that out.
TP2.com.
George, I want to say I'm with you, but I feel like Confessions was an album
There's not
you
one
didn't skip
trash
a
record on
song,
there.
yo. It's not.
I
They all
agree,
A-side
but
songs. But TP2 wasn't
TP2.com's
all
better.
A-side songs. Hold up, we'll get right back to that. G, who's your fourth? Chat,
Hey,
if you're just tuning in,
Will
you see the
says
Mount
Cisco,
Rushmore.
you know what I'm gonna say.
Oh,
I don't.
You know who my fourth is. Everybody
Who
twist
is it?
your other eye up real
no,
quick.
no,
Yes, sir.
it's not Music
Soul
Soul
that
Child,
was my
bro.
fourth. Absolutely.
Jesus.
That nigga says Cisco. If he can say Cisco, I'm saying
But
wait,
I mean, you
hold
say
up,
it as
hold
a
up.
joke. You say it as a joke, but I can
including,
respect that
this is
still.
not
I can
including
respect that.
this is not including live shows, right? This is just albums.
Can I
Talking live shows, he
can I
don't
ask a
make it.
question?
Yes.
Okay, can I ask a question? Is music more neo soul? Because I think that's another Mount
Correct.
Rushmore. I don't consider
Yeah,
Yes.
there
neo.
you
I don't
go.
consider
Okay,
music R&B.
okay,
Now
okay,
he's on for
There you
neo
go.
soul.
So
Like
Fair
he's on
point.
that to me. He's on that Rushmore, but
okay,
not
who's your
R&B though.
Pat? Who's your
I'll switch.
fourth?
He said Joe.
I got Joe. Yeah, I got
Okay, so Ray
Joe on
got
my
Joe,
Rushmore.
Pat got Joe, you got Cisco. V.
Tank.
That was my fourth. That's my fourth. And I say Tank. I say Tank because of the records he has made, right? Plus
Oh,
the
why did I
records
think
he's
of
written
Tank?
for
Yeah.
plus the records he has
One
written for
record.
everyone else.
DJ,
One
if
record.
that's
What?
if
What you
DJ,
mean?
if that's the DJ, hold on. If that's the case, to play devil's advocate, we can't kick Neo off of this thing so fast then.
But
If you're
Neo's
gonna count songs
actual
that was written,
including what they
no,
wrote,
I agree. But Neo's
that's a
actual
very
songs for
fair point.
himself, we don't look at him as R&B at all. At all. I don't look at
Sexy
him.
Love ain't R&B.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I promise you, I was thinking about Michael Jackson. Pause. I meant to say when it comes to Neo, I look at Tank, and it just overshadows his creativeness, his singing, his writing, everything. The whole deal of Tank is, in my opinion, better than Neo. To me, Neil got me. I feel like he
If
got
you
better
talking about
songs.
that, hold
bro.
up. If it's career, if it's his own songs, I would agree, but not if it's like songs he's written for other people. That's another conversation.
But I'm saying when you combine the two, that's what I'm saying. When you combine the two,
see, Tank don't got a B record. Tank don't got a Rihanna. I don't know, bro. If we're putting everything in the pot, we can't throw Neo off this thing so fast, bro.
Neo, he has written for heavy hitters. That is something I ain't think about.
Okay. So you keeping Neo on?
If we're putting the writing in, I wasn't considering the writing. But
okay.
If that's the case, then we have to take Usher off here.
Why?
If we're going to consider all of those factors, then Usher doesn't belong on here. Like Chris writes, like Neo writes, like okay, but Usher's just an artist, which is fine. But I mean, I think that's another list.
But who writes good enough? I guess you have to ask yourself to basically wipe out Usher's career for him not to be up here. I can't think of nobody in the R&B field.
So let's take it back to context. So in that this is on me. My bad, chat. My bad, Brodies. It's them. It's the Mount Rushmore as an artist, not a writer or producer, not a writer for anybody else.
Okay.
As an artist. Okay. Sorry, that's me.
Okay.
So you added Tank. I said Tank. Y'all said Joe. Will says Cisco.
Well, let's talk about Tank for a minute. I just need you to explain to me. I may be missing something. It could be me. It's not. I say one album, Sex, Love, Pain. Perfect. Like I'm not. But I mean, after that though, it gets really spotty.
It definitely gets spotty until he comes out with the
R&B Money podcast.
Out.
Oh, no. Okay.
Come on.
No. Okay, I didn't know what we was talking. I didn't know what we was talking about. Okay. I'm trying to find. I'm a Tank fan, but the Mount Rushmore?
Can we do groups? Can we do groups?
No.
No groups?
No, we can't do groups. Groups is a separate Rushmore.
Yeah, that's a separate. Yeah, that's a separate.
And groups is easy. Jodeci, Boyz II Men, Drew Hill, and 112. That's easy.
New edition before 112.
We talk about from the 2000s.
Y'all don't got B2K on your Rushmore?
No.
Hell no.
No.
That's too much childhood going on in here.
All right, let's move on. We got
tapping on each other's baby mamas and all of that. Nah, man, we can't.
Right, we got one more. We got one more Rushmore. George and Patrick, I think you're gonna like this. They made a 90s R&B female Mount Rushmore. You have Brandy, Aaliyah, Monica, and Maya.
Get Maya up out of here.
For the 90s.
Whoa.
Get Maya up out of here. I need 2 spots.
You too.
Yeah, I need 2 spots. If it's the 90s, you can't have that without Faith and Mary J. If it's the 90s.
Definitely Mary got to be in there, so we could take out what's her name, Miss Just One of Them Days. We could take her out.
I'm definitely.
You said Mary and who?
Absolutely.
Take Monica out, take Maya out, and you right, and then put in what's her name? What you just said, George?
Faith and Mary J.
Faith and Mary J. I'll say Mary J. Definitely. Faith.
Ain't no. They've got a better
kind of on the. Honestly, she on the same level as Maya to me. They're kind of neck and neck.
She ain't. No, she
wow.
I feel like we might be. I feel like we might. I feel like we're missing somebody. We gotta be missing somebody.
We are missing somebody. And the person we are missing is Tony the Braxton.
Ooh. Aaliyah gotta go.
Yeah, Aaliyah. First of all, Aaliyah really she should not be on this. God bless her. She should not be on the Mount Rushmore.
What?
Aaliyah should not be on the Mount Rushmore. No.
Aaliyah?
No. Not when there's Mary J. Blige. Not when there's Brandy.
That's fine. She could be there. Brandy could be there too. That's fine.
And Tony Braxton.
Nah, Tony.
How? What do you mean?
Tony Braxton?
Yes.
Tony Braxton, that run of albums she was there from day one. That run of records that she had 3 or 4 records in a row that all went number 1.
I never just got with a Tony record. I can't say that I ever have. I'm gonna just be honest.
Yeah, I agree. It's Tony. It's Tony, Faith, and Mary J. If we're doing the 90s,
I'm fine with that. Plus Brandy. Yeah, that about sums
So didn't Brandy only have like 2 hits in the 90s?
Yeah, Brandy wasn't even popping to me in the 90s.
You have got.
I didn't.
Yeah, she didn't kill until after the fact. She did not.
So no
You telling
Lauryn
me her
Hill?
career in the '90s was better than in the 2000s? That's what you telling me?
That's a good question,
Lauryn Hill would
Chat.
be more. Lauryn Hill would be more rap than R&B. That's where you kind of get her at. I'm
What
just
was
checking something.
Miseducation?
I'm
What?
just
What
I'm
was?
Lauren
just
does
checking.
not get to be on a Mount Rushmore with just one record. Why are we doing this to ourselves when it comes to her?
That's a great ass
Why are
album.
we? What are we
You can
doing?
say that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a great ass album.
okay. But a Mount Rushmore for one record?
Was it? Wait, was
That's
it
like put.
classified as hip hop
That's
though, George?
Say it again.
Miseducation, is that hip hop?
It's
I say it's
both.
hip hop. I say it's hip hop. If we're gonna call Missy hip hop, then we gotta call Lauren hip hop because they both rap, they both sing. It's just that Lauren is just a B singer, but to me, Lauren is hip hop.
Okay,
Can I add
so
They, they,
something?
they
She
got
wouldn't
as
belong
pop.
on this.
Patrick, who's your four again?
Brandy, Tony, Mary. Wait a minute. Hold on. Time
Here we
out.
go.
I'm sorry. I forgot. Forgive me, Lord. I'm
Uh oh.
forgive me, Jesus. Janet Jackson?
Oh crap!
Uh
But is
oh.
she pop or
What? She
R&B?
may be
No,
pop.
she's
Yeah, she may
R&B.
be pop. She
Is she? I think it's pop. I think it's
Vel-
pop.
Velvet Rope was R&B. Like I
That was
mean,
Nequeva.
beastly. That was beastly.
Nequeva
uh,
said Blue Control. Ain't no
Quaver,
way.
can you stop it? Stop bringing your cousin into this, nigga.
Ain't
Get
no
out of
way,
here.
A
Nequeva.
Marie.
A.
no,
Marie
no.
only has like two songs altogether.
I go Brandy, Mary, Tony, and who else did we say? Who else was there?
Faith.
Brandy, Tony, Mary, Faith. Brandy, Tony,
Okay,
Mary, Faith.
yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Brandy, Tony, Mary. I got Mary. I got Brandy. I got Baby Girl. And dang, you might be right about Tony Braxton. Damn.
Oh
She,
snap!
Yeah.
You saying the
that
'90s,
ru-
right?
that run that she had, bro, was just
Yeah.
Right.
What
that
about
Three
run.
you,
records in a
Ray?
row, number ones.
Brandy, Tony, Mary, Faith. I mean, and I'm
Okay.
considering. I was considering replacing Brandy with Christina Aguilera. I'm still up in the air about that, though.
She pop tart charts.
Yeah, pop. Chris Edwards, it's 90s R&B female artists from 90 to 99. Yo, so chat, talk to us. Does Tony Braxton belong in the top the Mount Rushmore for the 90s? Does Aaliyah? Talk to us. So we're gonna get into this topic, man.
How about
As y'all
Mariah?
know, pop. I feel like her R and
Nah,
B
she was
records didn't
considered
come until
R&B.
in 2000s.
Yeah, her R&B stuff didn't
Can
come
I
and she
go back?
started messing with Kim.
Can I go back to something
Yeah.
about Lauren Hill?
Hmm.
Uh
Okay.
oh.
Lauren Hill does not deserve to be on a Mount Rushmore of anything except not showing up on time.
Come
Um,
on, man.
and besides that, you don't get to be on a Mount Rushmore of anything with just one record. That's like saying God's property should be on the Mount Rushmore of gospel groups. There was only one record.
Can
It
I
was a
ask you?
great record.
Can I ask you?
It was a
Let me
moment.
ask you this:
Yeah.
if there was a list of greatest, if the list of the 10 greatest hip hop artists, male, if Andre 3000 wasn't on that list, how would you feel?
Like it's a dumb. Whoever made it was dumb.
I need the criteria.
So if that's what I'm saying, if Andre 3000 is constantly considered one of the greatest MCs of all time, as he should, but he doesn't have a
Right.
solo album besides this
Okay.
crap that he put
Exactly.
out. So like with
Okay.
Lauren, my beef with the Lauren thing
You,
is like, y'all forgetting what she did with the Fuji. She pretty much was
Right.
the anchor leg of all of them records. She had to pull
Right.
her weight, and she had to pull Praz weight, because Praz is the worst rapper on the face of the
Right.
daggone earth. And we
Right.
had to sit
He
through
had
them
one good
ugly
line.
16 bars of Praz to get right, to get to
okay.
Lauren. And she
All
used to
right.
go crazy on the Fuji
Okay. So
joint.
I agree. I'll agree with
Okay.
you and with your logic, right? How would I feel
Yeah,
about Andre
definitely.
not being top 10? Fine. Then Lauren is top 10. She ain't top 4. That's fair,
Yeah,
right? Like
man.
she don't get to be
No,
the
it's
top
not. You
4. She
gotta
can be
think
top 10.
I just did
If
a list
Andre
for
is
that.
top 10,
I should
if
send it to
Andre is
Theron.
top 10, then Lauren can be top 10. I'm fair, but not Mount Rushmore for
That's
one record.
fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
uh-uh. But y'all got Brandy up there, like in the '90s. Like honestly, what was the dope ass records from the '90s? Sitting up in my room, like I'm just trying to figure that out.
And I want to be down.
The
I
lead
wanna
single
be
from
down.
one
Like
of
who
the
cares?
greatest one of the greatest film soundtracks ever. Like that song.
What's that?
You mean
What?
like Have You Ever Loved Somebody? The song that was like number
Oh my!
one
Listen to the
for months
songs.
on
Like
month.
when the last time you just
Never
went to
say
Apple Music and played one of those songs?
Never Say
This
Never is what.
week? What are you talking about? What are we doing? Brandy's first record, Best
If
Friend,
you
I Want
put,
to Be
bro, if you
Down, Lonely
All
with
hits,
Wanye. Like, what are we
all
talking
hits,
about?
all
Sitting up in my
hits,
bro,
room, like, what are we?
if you
all
The
hits.
Boy
sitting
Is
in,
Mine?
bro, if
Like,
you
what are we
sitting
doing?
down, you
That's
like,
all
I want to
90s.
listen to some Brandy. You're gonna go to the Full Moon album, bro, or
No,
what's that? The
absolutely
Nature joint.
not.
Is it
Like,
But
DJ?
you
Let me know.
had
not Nature,
Aaliyah on here
Human.
though.
Huh?
Yes, yo, what are you talking about? Aaliyah,
Aaliyah
she
what?
got hits, bro.
Aaliyah not top 4.
Oh my gosh, man.
God bless her.
But
Love
but
her.
so
But
Right.
let me ask
You
y'all
know
this:
she
y'all
can.
don't think, as artists, your
Y'all
impact
sitting
as an
here, y'all.
artist doesn't count?
It all counts. And this is the thing I have a problem with. Y'all saying no to Aaliyah, why she up here, but want to put Faith up there. That don't make sense at all. How is Faith
well,
over Aaliyah, bro?
Faith is an infinitely better singer and songwriter. Aaliyah, all she did was sing and dance. God bless her, love her, and she had records, but she wasn't a complete artist like that.
Aaliyah had one key, bro.
Oh my gosh. And then she did her thing in that
And
one
that
key,
one
bro.
key was, sure.
Yeah, I give it
All
to you.
right.
But look how
And
many singers out
Aaliyah
there
only
that can't sing like that, but they still make a hit record.
Let, all right. Let's move on. Let's move on. We've been on this conversation this a little bit too long.
that
But
was a good
when you
Can I
topic.
have
just add something?
opinionated,
Just one more. Can I just add one more thing?
because
Yeah.
you're a guest, go ahead.
Yeah, Never Say Never was 1998.
Yep.
Like she had the first record, she had Sitting Up in My Room, she had Missing You off that soundtrack, she had Almost Doesn't Count. I never Almost Doesn't Count. Angel in the Skies, Have You Ever? Top of the World, Never Say Never. I put that on everything. That's all
Hit,
1998.
hit, hit,
And that's
hit,
just one
hit,
record.
hit, hit.
Oh gosh. All right.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right, so we got some topics that I want to get into for sure. All right, we know Deion Sanders' son Shedeur entered the draft along with his brother Shiloh. At one point in time, he was projected to be one. Then it turned into top 3, I believe, and then it just started cascading from there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It started going downhill from snowball effect, if you will. Um, let's see, where do I want to start off with? So he didn't go to first round. That was a shocker to some, but for a few, it really was. So a shocker to most, but a few, it really wasn't. I'm impartial on it. A part of me was a shocker. A part of me was like, okay, look at the team's needs, right? I look at the team's needs. I looked at, Cam Ward. Was a better collegiate football QB than him. Better. That's why he went 1 over even Travis Hunter, who I feel Travis can play for any team and be elite. Yeah, I didn't understand that. I know we didn't even talk about that on our chat but that's wild to me. But all right, so Teron, I just want to play a few videos and then we just gonna get into this discussion.
We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. I don't feel like this happened, for no reason. All this is of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't have happened. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless. Legendary.
So as we see, man, that first video was after the first round. He thought he was gonna go in the second round. We all did. It was like first round. He gotta go second round.
Yep.
Didn't happen.
Third fourth,
round did. Third round. Dave Chappelle.
Third fourth.
Will, what you say, Will?
All right, we got to the 5th round by the Cleveland Browns. Drafted him, man. Ray, let me ask you this, because Ray is everybody in here is knowledgeable on football, but I know Ray actually played it and played it at collegiate level as well. Do you think Shedeur deserved to be dropped so far in the draft because of his ego or his character?
No, absolutely not. And the reason why I say that is because, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. They didn't do that to stupid face Baker Mayfield. They didn't do that to crack baby Johnny Manziel. They didn't do it to nobody knows where he is, Josh Rosen. They didn't do that to nobody else. And all of them dudes was mad cocky and mad arrogant, and they talk mad trash. And so it's like, it was fine when they was doing it, right? You didn't have no issues when they was the arrogant one, right? But now, and I don't even know if I really want to say it's so much ego as much as like he's just like confident in who he is. I'm not gonna sit around and say I think Shedeur is the best person to come out of college to ever play quarterback, because I don't. But I definitely don't think he deserved that. That was obviously they was trying to make an example out of somebody. And I'm not gonna say I was like the biggest Shedeur fan, but I'm really rooting for like wherever he goes. Like, I hope he lights it up, and I hope he shows everybody like what he can really do. And once that rookie contract is up, I hope no discounts for nobody. And it kind of just hurt my soul a little bit that he went to Cleveland, because as a Baltimore fan, I hate to have to be the one to do it to him. You know what I mean? And he's gonna get a few good shots in, so it's gonna be, a little bittersweet, me sitting there, and I'm gonna have to hold it up just a little bit. every time he throws a little touchdown pass or whatever, but that should have never happened to him, especially because it didn't happen to nobody else who was way more cocky, way more arrogant, and just way more egotistical than he ever was.
You feel he was
yeah.
more? You feel other people were more arrogant than him?
Baker, Johnny Manziel.
Because here's
absolutely,
the thing, it was not just him, but it was also his pops. And then there was talks about him and his interviews having terrible interviews, which we know plays a part. And also at the combine, niggas are saying that he wasn't working out.
Okay, so again, is that the first time we've ever seen any of that? Where somebody's
I'm
had
not
a bad
saying that,
interview?
but I'm saying all of that combined though.
I still don't think that's, and I mean, some people say part of it is his pops. Your pops is Deion Primetime Sanders, bro. If Tom Brady turns around and has a couple of sons and they turn around, everybody's going to let them talk that talk because those is Tom Brady's kids. Like it doesn't justify somebody of his talent dropping to a 5th round pick. The fifth round, bro. Come on, man.
No, I hear you. I think the 5th is OD, but out of the first round makes a whole lot of sense to me.
The first round, I'm not even bugging on the first round. It's, bro, fifth round is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's
okay. So
on it.
As y'all can see, we got Teron who's joining us.
Yeah, what's up, people?
Very, very well versed when it comes to that, to sports. And let's go with you right now. Right? Do you feel that he deserved to be dropped to the 5th round because everything off field?
I think deserves a strong word, right? I don't think he deserved that, right? If you just look at talent alone and what he did, just look at last 2 seasons, just off the numbers, completion percentage, like touchdowns, just he was definitely like a pro-ready quarterback, right? So let's park that there. But I feel like whenever you're going through the draft process, I think that, you're always interviewing with teams and, you're getting the feel from GMs and other scouts out there as to where you're projected to be. And I feel like he was going through that all along. And whether, I don't know if people were lying to him saying that we're projecting you to be here and then he ended up not being. Because if that was the case, if he was projected to fall to the 4th or 5th round, I think that he would have stayed in Colorado one more year, got another like $7 million NIL. You know what I mean? Like, so I just feel like he was being misled and probably lied to by several people to be in this position, which is humiliating. So that's where I'm at with it. Like, first round, I'm cool. I mean, I get it, whatever. Because again, first round means that's a guaranteed contract, right? That's a big commitment for a team. But if you're being told 1st, 2nd, and then you fall to 4th, 5th, like, that's crazy.
Yeah. VG, talk to me.
All right, so I got a couple of different opinions on this because I'm seeing it from both sides. A prospect being considered a 1st round pick and not getting picked till the 3rd day is not unprecedented. It's happened before with Sam Howell. Sam Howell started off the year as the number 1 quarterback back in 2022. And then they got to the draft. There was like, there's a difference between they watch their tape, but then the actual pre-draft stuff starts when the season ends. So when the season ends and they can just focus in on you, that's when a lot of decisions get made, changed, and moved around. So it happened to Sam Howell. But in this situation here, I feel like it's crazier because number one, I definitely feel like Deion Sanders was taken into account because not only is Deion Sanders a Hall of Famer, cocky, brash, all of that, Deion Sanders is an actively working head coach.
Mm-hmm.
So what head coach? You don't want no head coach breathing behind your neck. I don't want that problem in my facility. If I got my, and you know that, and you know that when when Dion has his press conference after the Colorado game, they're gonna ask Dion how you feel about what Shedeur did on Sunday and why he not playing. And you know Dion is not gonna say no comment. Dion gonna say what he got to say. So I know that and the thing about the NFL execs, as dumb as they don't like being told when they mess up, and they mess up often. They mess up so often. That's the reason why there's so many players that's the reason why there's a Tom Brady that dropped to the third day, and he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Isaiah Pacheco was a 7th-round pick, started in the Super Bowl at running back. There's so many of these stories, but for him to fall, y'all saying him falling out the first round is not a crime. It is a crime because the NFL draft is the most quarterback hungry draft out of it's like positionally. You know how like the NBA they'll just be like, we need the biggest, best player. But in the NFL draft, they want quarterback. If you got a bad team, we need a quarterback. So in past years, like the dude that Andrew brought up, Josh Rosen, they traded up to get Josh Rosen. The the Cardinals. The Cardinals got Josh Rosen. Played Josh Rosen for 1 year. Found out Josh Rosen sucked. What did they do? The next year, after just investing a first-round pick in Josh Rosen, they got rid of Josh Rosen and drafted Kyler Murray 12 months later. So you can't tell me Johnny Manziel had no business being picked in the first round. Picked in the first round. Every year, this is the first year that I haven't seen. I always see quarterbacks projected in the first round. And they're like, okay, this guy's going to go here. This guy's going to go there. By the time it gets to the draft, all the bum quarterbacks start creeping up. And all of a sudden, Kenny Pickett gets picked in the first round. Daniel Jones gets picked in the first round. Like, are you kidding me? The numbers that in our world, we're saying to ourselves, the numbers that he put on the field in Colorado should make sense. But they looked at Cam Ward, and I'm not so convinced that Cam Ward had a better season than him. But Cam Ward has the build. Cam Ward has the look. Cam Ward has the mobility that Shedeur doesn't have the mobility. So that's what they were looking at. So, but to go to the other side of it, he is on the smaller side. He doesn't have that strong of an arm. Playing outside might not be the best thing for him. But my problem with it is people took those cons with other players and overlooked them. So for them to have that big of an issue now with it kind of bothers me. So I do see both sides of it, but at the end of the day, him going in the 5th is crazy because even the Browns themselves, had to fix themselves because they were ignorant and they picked a 5'11" quarterback and Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. And then it looked like the owner called down, was like, "Look,
what are we doing?"
Because the Eagles was about to take him. The Eagles was about to take Shedeur, so they had to trade over him. And then you saw it because when you saw that that celebration of them, I wish Teron had a video of the coaches after they picked Shedeur. Straight face. It didn't feel like no kind of celebration at all. So I fully believe he's going to win the starting job. Because they got Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, and I forgot who else.
I mean, don't laugh at Joe. Don't laugh at it. He's forever.
I mean, I know that's your boy and everything, but
people tell me I'm bugging, but I fully believe that he could win that starting job. He might get killed, but I think he can win the starting job.
Yeah, man, I got two additional thoughts, right? Like I feel like Shedeur's resume, and this is a parallel to how African American men are treated, and I'm going to cross that line just for a second because I see it in that way. his resume shows that he can do the job and he can do the job well. I think about like if I'm casting if I'm doing a movie, and I'm not saying Shedeur is Denzel, but if I call Denzel's not coming to audition, right? So I know people talk about the pro day and all these different things. Like Denzel ain't coming to audition. Like if you want me, I'm coming. You already know what I do. You know what I mean? DJ, I'm not asking you to audition to play keys at my event. Like Ray, I'm not asking you to audition. That's a sign of disrespect, especially in a sport like football where you can get injured at any moment, you know what I mean? So I completely understand why he didn't do some of those things. I wish that he wouldn't be so loud and everything that he does. That I wish, because the NFL doesn't like that, but he's also in the NIL. He's in the NIL era right now where being loud gets you followers and being loud gets you revenue. Like, so he's being penalized for something that is being rewarded. You know what I mean? So,
Will, talk to me. You ain't say much.
No, I already did. I said what I had to say. Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's just that junk
It is
didn't
what
feel
it
right.
is. But that's the thing. But to Teron's point, as a black man, he should have known better. I get it. They're gonna look for a reason. Don't give them one.
And
not
another thing, to be devil's advocate again, there weren't that many QB needy teams this year. And also next year, there is a huge, when I tell you there's a huge flock of quarterbacks coming in the draft next year, it's at least eight. It's at least eight like NFL ready guys that's going to be in the draft next year. So a lot of teams is prepping in this year and but if he turns out to be one of the greatest, then they're gonna regret it.
Man, I know there wasn't a lot of QB needy teams, but like at that point, like round 3, 4, you got to look at talent, and QB is probably one in the season, right? How many teams change quarterbacks several times in the season for injury, for performance, or whatever? And if you got somebody who can do the job, like that's an asset. You know what I mean? So I think at some point, it's a 55-man roster in the football field, right? Like you got one person that you probably ain't gonna play, but you have as an asset. Like I think you take that person. You know what I mean? So you never know.
It's that Dion factor, bro. They're so scared of that.
Yeah.
They're so afraid of that, man.
Tell me if y'all agree with this statement. And I'm paraphrasing. So Skip Bayless said this has to be the most disrespectful event towards a player in the history of the NFL regarding Shedeur. Do you agree with that?
I don't know if I'll go that far.
Not the most.
Well, because if he proves it on the field, then we can make that determination after the fact. We can't say that now. It just looks bad now. If he gets out there and he's trash, then maybe they knew something we didn't know. Like,
so one of my boys from Connecticut, from Bridgeport, he said the Giants gave Daniel Jones $100 million and said Saquon Barkley was a liability. Sorry. Don't tell me this ish ain't about. This ain't. Don't tell me quotations. This ain't about color. Thoughts?
It's not about color.
I know it's not about color because plenty of black kids got drafted this past week. It's not about color.
If we real,
it's specifically about Shedeur and the Sanders. That's what this is about.
Right. Because it was gonna be about color regardless. It's always gonna be about color, but like for what actually happened, the 5th round, that's his family. That's how you act, bro. Like
people forget when Eli Manning got drafted into the NFL, the Chargers had the first pick. The Mannings rolled up to the Chargers and was like, "Hey, don't pick us." It was like, Eli, we want you. Don't pick me. I'm not coming if you pick me. Do not pick me. And he's like, I want to go to New York. Same thing, but the Mannings are just, they say it with a smile and a plaid shirt. Dion is saying it with his own shades and a press conference and a TV show every week. So
Yep.
they don't
And that makes the difference.
One of the main things that NFL locker rooms want to avoid is distraction.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there'll be like, you ever see like a real good player, but he might be a little bit older, but he's not in the NFL. Like, say like when Antonio Brown, Des Bryant, them kind of people, they get to a certain age, and you're like, yo, they can help a team.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't want a distraction, yo. They're like, yo, I'm just gonna pay this kid $200,000 that's been just trying to fight for his life, then bring these guys in. They're gonna take over my locker room. That's the way they look at stuff.
Okay.
Mm.
Is there a particular team you want to see Shedeur on, or you would have liked to see him on?
The Saints made the most sense to me. The Saints and the Steelers made the most sense.
I
to
said
me.
the Steelers. I said
I would.
Ray.
I mean, again, I wouldn't have hated to see him on the Steelers. I would have just hate that we would have had to been the ones to do it to him. I personally would have liked to see him and Travis stay together. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is kind of, for lack of a better word, in my opinion, turning out to be a dud.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
but I would have said
But he's been that.
Hey, he's sunshine, but to me,
He
I
is
would have
sunshine.
said, trade Trevor, and then trade up and grab Shedeur, and keep Shedeur and Travis. Shedeur and Travis together. I would have thought that was cool. I would have been cool with that. But I mean, I'm also cool with him. Going to the Browns. I mean, again, I'm gonna keep saying it. I hate that we're gonna have to be the ones to do it to him, but y'all already know there's a man out in Baltimore. He goes by Mr. Jackson. And
you think he's gonna be the direct comparison?
No.
To who?
Hell no.
No way.
To
Y'all
who?
don't
Nah,
think
he
they're gonna
can't.
try to make a rival out the two?
Shedeur
Who's
can't
gonna
run,
be a
bro.
direct comparison to who?
Yeah, Shedeur can't run.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna try to make a rivalry out the two.
How you gonna make a rival? See, now you're about to make me speak bad when I was trying to speak good. How is there gonna be a comparison when Lamar went round one? Lamar went round one. Okay,
Right,
Lamar
right.
didn't slip to the second day. Right?
Right.
Lamar's mama got him into the league, and Lamar's mama didn't play football. So how are we gonna compare the two of them?
Because
There
the
is no
consensus is that he should have went round one.
Go watch the Colorado tapes, and then go watch Lamar's Louisville tapes, and tell me at what point in their entire being are they ever comparable?
And I get what you saying. I get what you saying, bro.
Stop playing
But
with
for
that
a
man.
story,
Stop
for a
playing with that
story,
man. Yo,
we
stop
are
playing with
Nah,
because y'all like playing with your quarterback. Stop playing with that man. That's Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
Mr.
You're right.
Two-time. Should have been 3-time MVP. Like, yo, y'all gotta stop playing with that.
Ray.
Stop playing with that.
Will is trolling you, man. Will is trolling.
I know he's trolling, but still, I don't like it. Even in the troll, I don't like it.
Yo, I actually
It's a good story, bro.
So with you saying that, I actually wouldn't have minded if the Ravens would have picked him up. To be honest with you,
I would have been cool with that too.
A team where there's a clear cut number one, where there ain't no QB controversy, right? He can sit, he can be in the background.
I want to see him play though.
I know that's fine, but
then imagine you could run 2 QB sets. I mean, not that you really need to because you got that man, Mr. Jackson, on your squad. I mean, but come on, son. I mean, didn't Deion spend some time in Baltimore?
Yeah, Deion played in Baltimore. You played safety.
Yeah, come on, man. Like,
number 37.
Stop playing.
The Trevor Lawrence thing couldn't have happened. Trevor Lawrence is making like $50 million a year, bro. Trading that contract is kind of impossible. Kind of impossible to trade.
All right, so I get it. Chat, holla at us. What do you think about the Shedeur Sanders situation? You think he was treated wrong? I know most of y'all probably don't watch it. I don't know. Niqueva, Elena, my mom,
Nope.
whoever else. I see 10 people watching and 6 people on Facebook. So talk to us. What you think? We're gonna get it while you type those answers. Hopefully you do. But let's get into this next topic, man. We seen a bunch of memes, posts from every outlet, from ES Sports to regular to entertainment outlets. Man, we seen our favorite Unc, Shannon Sharp, Uncle Shay Shay. So we see a woman, 2023, filed a sexual assault lawsuit against Shannon. Speaks about the current allegations against him. This was the second woman that came out and said he did this to her after the first young lady did it. I think what Shannon's 56, 56, right? And she was 19. And of course, America or social media.
Hey, Ocho. I was stretched out like a quarter to 9.
I was like a quarter to 9.
I was stretched out like a quarter to 3.
Ah,
I was stretched out like a quarter to 3.
Listen,
Ocho.
that is hilarious.
all right. Before we actually get in, but actually, play these videos and see these things. Let me ask y'all a question. 56 and 19. Man. You have a problem with that age difference?
Depends on the 19-year-old. Depends on the 19.
I'll do you one better. 74 and 23.
Yep.
Bill Belichick did do that.
Belichick, yep.
So somebody help me out. This man got a brand new job with University of North Carolina, and he's gonna get paid $10 million. The contract has an out where if there's an NFL job that pops up next year, he could just bounce and go take it.
Wow.
Nobody's tripping. Everybody's fine. He been skipping and hopping all over God's creation with this woman.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But as soon as Shannon Sharp is about to sign one of the biggest podcast deals in history, all of a sudden, this happens.
My thing is, and you're right, it always happens that way, it seems. But the thing is, it's like, you can't have it both ways. It's like, there's a age of, when it's considered consensual for a reason. It can't just be to it's like, okay, yeah, they turn 18, so it's consensual now. But if you 50, nah. Like that's kind of trash to me. Like I get it. I get it. It's a huge gay age gap, but it's like at the same time, it's like it ain't illegal, and it's like if you as her family, the 19, 18-year-old family, whoever, like if y'all protected her and y'all instilling certain morals in her and this and that, she not gonna fall for certain type of things. So it's just like, like you can't hate on this man if he flaunt his money and status and she hop on the train. You know what I'm saying? You can't like you can't just be like, oh, look at her age. What? She's a legal adult. Like, stop trying to make it out to be like a horrible thing. Like, they're both two consensual adults. She has a whole OnlyFans. Like, come on. Like, there's other variables that's like, okay, yeah, like, she ain't the regular 19-year-old girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? How many 19-year-olds got an OnlyFans? So it's like other things you got to think about. Like honestly. Obviously, she
So,
wasn't raised right, so she was for the streets. Let her be part of the streets.
so for this particular instance, you don't have an issue with the age difference.
Right, nah. But if she was a virgin trying to go to church all the time, trying to be in her word and stuff, like I get it. Leave her alone. Like
All
let her
right.
wait on her Boaz. You not trying to wife her up and make her honest woman. Leave her alone. But if she got an OnlyFans popping it for $7.99 a week or whatever, I don't know how OnlyFans work. But yeah, if it's about that type of time, yeah, let let
Okay.
Uncle Shay have her. Like, what's the problem? I'm pretty sure she got bread from him. I'm pretty sure she was paid for her services in some form of way. Like let's not act like he just went ahead and just took advantage of this chick. Like I had said before, she probably did way more manipulating than he did. Cause honestly, he don't have to.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Ray, do you in this instance do you frown up at that age difference?
Do I say that again about the age difference?
Do you frown at it, like side eye it, or however you want to call it?
I don't know if frowning on it is the right word. I mean, my feeling is it's called jailbait for a reason. It's
But that's not jailbait though.
it's like I don't know if I want to say I frown on it because it's like we see Belichick do it. We see
Mm-hmm.
Tracy Ellis Ross do it. We see like
Mm-hmm.
I mean Mariah Carey's case isn't as extreme, but it's like we see this. Like this isn't
Cher's doing it too,
uncommon,
right?
huh?
Cher is doing it too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Hold up.
that's the other one. Cher is doing it too, and so it's just like, I mean, I just feel like with Shannon, like Shannon, you should have known better because it's like, bro, like you about to sign like $100 million deal, and it's just like she's a kid. It's like, what makes you think?
She's
I
not
just
a
feel like,
kid, bro. She's not a
bro, she's a
kid.
kid, bro. She's a kid,
She's
bro.
19 with her OnlyFans. That's not a
She's a
kid, bro.
she's she's an
That's not a
adult
kid.
legally, but
Legal adult.
psychologically, that's a kid, bro. Did you hear the phone conversation with her and Shannon? She talked like a kid. She talked like a kid, bro. And it's like, it's not that I frown on it. It's like, come on, Shannon, how you fall for that, bro?
But yeah, I hear what you're saying. But like, bro, like, okay, like case in point, me, I'm 41 years old, right? I don't talk like a 41-year-old, but that don't mean that I don't have the sense and the knowledge of a 41-year-old. So why
Still,
you saying
41 and 19 is not the same,
I
though,
get what
Will.
you're saying, but my point is, it's like, yeah, you saying she was talking like a kid, but she's 19. She still probably still has the understanding of a 19-year-old, even though she, what I'm saying, she talked like a kid, like younger than that. Is basically what I'm saying. So she know what she getting herself into, bro.
53 and 19,
It's
although it's legal, it's in a really bad taste.
Yes, it's not a good look, bro. It's
It's
really
not a
not.
Why?
good
And
look.
well,
But
I'll just
why?
say, yo, I know 19-year-olds. 19-year-olds are kids mentally, yo. Like they just not
They
thinking about it.
are,
Like
bro. They
they
are.
just out their parents' house for the first time in college, right? They're just like,
Barely in college. They underclassmen in college. They freshmen,
that
sophomores,
ain't the
bro.
same.
Legally,
I
yes,
air what
they're
you.
adults. They can vote. They can do all that stuff. But, bro,
But what we talking about
she's
here?
a,
But what we talking about here?
I think it's a
Are you
moral
saying
law. Like,
they're too young to date? Is what we're saying? They're too young
I
to
just
have
feel like,
sex?
to me, it's in bad taste. Um, I just get like, I just don't
Wait,
like
hold
it
up.
that,
But hold on for a second,
that
because like I'm trying to see what actually is wrong. Like you saying it's in poor taste. Why is it in poor taste? It's like
I
you
said to me it's
feel.
in bad
It's like
taste.
y'all.
Like I would never do it because I don't even know what can me and the 19-year-old talk about to
Exactly.
be in. Like my son
Well,
is
wasn't it
20.
just a physical thing with them two?
Exactly. Clearly. Oh, hold up. Okay. Clearly, Uncle Shay wasn't about trying to build nothing with this chick. It was about the physical. We know that, and I'm pretty sure she knew that too. And my thing is, you saying it's in poor taste because of the age. What's
Yep.
the difference between him, you know, basically
Because
slutting her out, than a 19-year-old dude slutting her out? What's the difference?
I
because
think if you
he's
talk,
53, full of knowledge, and he's a millionaire. If he wanted to,
Yeah.
if it was just a flesh thing, he wanted to touch something up, slut him out, whatever you wanted to. There is a vast amount of women much closer to him in age, much less controversial for him to deal with. Even if he doesn't want to deal with black women, if it's just a white woman thing, hey, you have the money, you have access to do all of these things. This is something that he legitimately wanted to do. He was on this show
Yeah.
talking about it's not about your age, it's about your wage. Like you can't be saying them kind of things like seriously. Like you just can't. It's just
Right.
in poor taste from the outside looking in. Cause like now you gotta remember, he has his job, he works for Disney at the end of the day.
Mhm.
ESPN is owned by
Yep.
Disney. You can't be touching up no 19-year-old working for Disney.
Because you
You
remember,
can't.
19, while you an adult, you still technically considered a teenager. So even still, now you creeping into that territory. Remember when they was asking R. Kelly, it was like, "Oh, do you like teenage girls?" And he was like, "Well, when you say teenage, how old we talking?" Because what would you do if your daughter came home with a 50-plus-year-old dude when
I
she's
mean, R.
19?
Kelly was underage, like, bro. And this is the thing. That's why I'm saying, like, if you sitting there raising them up right and instilling them into them, you know, good morals, stuff like that not gonna happen.
I think Shannon Sharp can't be on TV giving advice and doing all this stuff and speaking positively and turn around and have this type of thing. Like
Yep.
I
you
don't get
can't do
it.
that.
Like,
I
It's not
just don't get
criminally
it.
wrong. It ain't criminally wrong, but it's like, dude, like you can't tell us about right and wrong and
why? But why?
What is
Like,
it?
I'm trying
All
to,
things are
because
lawful,
this is
but
the
everything's
thing.
not
Here's the thing.
expedient.
Here's the thing. Let's take away. Hold up. Let's, because we brought up R. Kelly. Let's take away the fact that they were underage. Let's say they was 18 and 19, right? He would use his status to like try to get them, like, oh yeah, we're gonna get you a deal, this and that, da da da. And he would keep them away from their families. And manipulate them in that way. Like we put in this, like Shannon, like and kind of like in that category. Like he's just going, he's breaking up families, pulling these females away from their family, won't let them go. Nah, he beasted a chick who got her OnlyFans. Like it's like y'all want to overlook that she's a sex worker, but we getting mad because Shannon having sex with her. I don't get it.
I don't think people getting mad. I think it's just disappointment. Like
Well, not this. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, you're right.
no.
Not they're not getting mad, but it's like, oh, like you said, it's in poor taste. She's a sex worker, my boy. Like I don't, I don't get it.
Well, how did you equate having an OnlyFans with being a sex worker, bro?
If you have an OnlyFans, you're a sex worker. What did you talk about? What is you doing?
I mean,
What did you
to be
do?
fair, most of them women are selling like on the low, selling their body and all that. But
Oh,
all right, so
Yeah,
let
they
me
be
say
getting
this.
flown out and everything. It don't even have to be
Let me
OnlyFans. These Instagram chicks getting flown out. They get slutted out for thousands upon thousands of dollars. But because they 19, Shannon got to leave them alone. Shannon got to leave them alone because they're 19. Like, I don't
so
get
let
that. That don't
let me
make
say
sense.
this. I think two things can be right, and I agree with both sides. Um, I it definitely is weird, but it's not rare. I do agree because Shannon's this brand. he shouldn't be doing that, right? I get it, but I agree with Will. She's an adult, and she's the adult that, sells nudes, videos, pics, and possibly, allegedly, her body. So I agree with both sides. Another question I want to ask on this. There were reports from the what's the lawyer name, George?
Tony Busby.
Yep. Yeah. I swear I want to say Beelzebub. I don't know. I just want to say Beelzebub. But Tony Busby said that Shannon tried to set her out of court for $10 million.
That was the other thing. That's not a good look.
So let's just say for argument's sake, it's true that he tried. Is this Shannon just trying to make it go away so he can get on with his life, or do you think he's really trying to cover something up?
I would have.
Let's go. Will, go ahead.
I want to say that he's trying to cover it up. The only reason because it's a lot of money, but then again, that versus what he could lose, is another thing to think about. So while it is $10 million a lot, and it could seem like, yeah, he got something to hide, it's just like, yo, let's just give her something so she could go away because my future's looking dope right now. We don't want to mess this up. So it's hard to say for me, honestly.
Teron?
That is a lot of money, though.
I think millionaires settle every day. Like, true or not, right or wrong, just to avoid the public conception. True. You know what I mean? So I don't see guilt in settlement. But I mean, for them to turn down a settlement of that size, I don't know, man. It's just all not a good look. Which is why Shannon, I'm disappointed, right? Like, you put yourself in this position, man. Like.
What about you, VG?
Yeah, man. He put himself in this position, yo. But like Teron said, people be selling stuff out of the court all the time. Like, listen, what do you want? Here, take it, go away. That happens a lot. There's mad NDAs all over the place from a lot of people. So, because I mean, honestly, it's just cheaper than fighting it and paying a lawyer all them legal fees and stuff like that. Like, yo, just take this, go away, be quiet, shut up.
Yep.
That's true right there.
So let's just say Shannon beats this, doesn't set out of court, goes to trial, he wins.
The damage is already done.
I'm about to say, the damage is already done.
He gonna keep Club Shay Shay. He gonna keep Club Shay Shay.
He need a tour.
He gonna keep his podcast. He's done on ESPN.
And he's gonna have Stephen A as a guest. He's gonna have Stephen A as a guest on his show. And have Stephen A interview him on his show on the other side of the seat. And you're gonna make millions off of it from YouTube.
Right.
Do you think he stepped down from so he wouldn't be labeled as
he had no choice
that on his what's the name being fired on his resume?
Nah, they told him.
They told him.
Step down. It was That's just PR. Like
I'm gonna step away and get this. You just
like he ain't doing none of that.
Stephen A hit him up and was like, bro,
Let's watch that video right quick.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Meet her on her terms anyways.
Dang, man. Dang. Whew. All right.
Vagina, man. It's our biggest test.
When they start those speeches off with I first want to apologize to, I'm like, dang.
Yeah. Shannon doesn't talk with a teleprompter.
Yeah.
And that was very teleprompted, right? Like,
you saw his eyes moving. Definitely.
That's why I always say, if it's me, I'm running that Conor McGregor clip. I'm taking this chance from the bottom of my heart to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what he wants. That joint them joints just don't look good, bro. Don't look good.
Yeah, man. Dang, man. Uncle Shay.
Man, and you know what? I actually love watching First Take when he on. I hate when Mad Dog is on. Like, I can't even watch him them days, so, like, this just messes it up for me.
Yep.
Dang, bro.
You right.
They don't care.
You right.
Yep.
Women do not care.
Nope, they sure don't.
With Drea and Jalen Green. Throw that one out there too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sheesh.
Predatory behavior.
They just need to start going to third world countries and just
and start
people who can't afford a lawyer. They can't afford the lawyers though.
Oh my God. So you saying Shannon should have been a passport, bro?
Yeah, passport, bro. Like, yeah, man, it's safer,
wild.
yo. It is safer.
Oh my God.
Because they don't know Shannon Sharp, but he American. He got money. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh.
Let me pay to get this whole roof on this house. Mm-hmm.
Nah, that ain't. That ain't. Man, Shannon Sharp, man, we wish you nothing but the best, man. You made a decision. You made a decision. You made your bed, sleep in it, and I pray that nobody else is hurt or nobody else is negatively affected by this. They keep. I seen somebody say, "Shannon, go get help. Go get counseling." Nigga, shut up. Shut up. Like, that is so dumb, yo. I'm sorry, bro. We don't know if this is. Let's just say this age gap is an issue with all of America. They think it's a sickness, right? Mm-hmm. Who's to say that it's more than one woman that he's doing this with? He's dealing with a 19-year-old, a plethora of 19-year-olds. Like, nigga, you just don't know. Like, you're telling, brother, this is from the heart. I'm telling you, this is what you need to do. Like, shut up. I seen too many of that. Shut up. I just want to say that. That pissed me off. I just thought of that. All right, man. We're gonna get into these music topics. Yeah, chat, stay with us a little bit more. And we have some local people. So this one's gonna
shoot, I love the locals. Let's go with the logos.
We're gonna grade them from A to F.
Oh my
Watch the
gosh.
BS
A
that's about to
being
come out of these
A
niggas'
plus,
mouths.
A plus. You got A plus, and then if it's just that incredible, like spotless, not a wrinkle, not a mistake, you can sense the energy and everything through the clip. That's an S tier. Mm-hmm. But if it's worse than an F tier, it's a trash tier. So we're gonna get into these videos. We got about 7 videos, and these were actually sent to me, some by the Brodies and some from other people. So let's rock. It's on you, T.
I appreciate it. It's amazing how your patience with me, I will never leave. You don't give up on me. Don't ever leave. Help me to see like you. No matter what I go through, everything's working for my good for a way. Let me tell you what it does. He saves the day, and he will. He will conquer nobody.
Trash.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
okay.
Trash.
We got
Come fight me, Sherrod. Trash. Come fight now.
We got Sherrod going from Bridgeport, Connecticut. I mean, for me, that clip was cold. I'm gonna give that clip a B plus. For 2 reasons. I wish the clip was longer, and I wish he grooved just the original groove a little bit, then did his tricks outside of the groove just a little bit more. He did it, but just a little bit more for my liking. So I gave that a B plus. Will?
Nah, Sherrod is a beast, man. I wish
1000%.
I could hear more from him, actually, like in general. But for me, I gotta give it, because I did want to hear more. I'll give him an A minus, honestly. And like bro, it's just his feels are just amazing to me, bro. And it just like they just pause, they keep coming, bro. And just like, man, it's just he's not a, when it comes to bass, he's just not boring.
Why?
He's
Oh
not
my
boring.
God. I know he didn't just say that.
Why? What?
Bro,
Why?
you gotta chill, bro. You can't pause that. That's that
yes,
bad.
You can. What you know? It's not.
That's
yes,
that bad.
Oh,
you sound like Charles Barkley when they coming. Them boys is coming. Young boys is coming.
Young boys.
Nah, what I said and what he said are 2 different levels. Nah.
Okay,
but yeah,
you got an A minus. Okay, VG.
Yeah, I got an A minus. Sherrod tough, man. Sherrod tough.
Agreed.
Good dude.
What you got, Ray, Andrew?
B plus. B plus. I wish the clip was a little longer, like you said, and I wish it was like the original that original tempo speed. I just wish it wasn't sped up. I would have loved to hear it just in the original tempo. But Sherrod, if you ever catch this episode, the truth is the first time I heard Sherrod play a bass, it was at Dion's whatchamacallit. He did like a little Christmas thing at some auditorium in Bridgeport. That was the first time I heard Sherrod play bass. And the first time I heard Sherrod play bass, I was like, you know something? I want a bass guitar. I want to play bass. Sherrod is that type of musician where it's like he'll make you wish you could play too. Like Sherrod is that dope. Say that again?
Jordan.
But yeah, Sherrod, if you ever see this, man, yeah, you's killing, Doc. He was killing.
Yeah. All right, we got. Let's go to the next joint.
I can't tell it.
1,000 in here. Come on. I need all 1,000. There we go. 1, 2.
DJ.
First of all,
Y'all go first.
Who's on
Y'all go first. I don't know. Y'all go first.
Honestly, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. There was some unnecessary stuff.
Yes, there was.
But I'm gonna give it a B still. Like it wasn't bad. Who's next? Go ahead, Ray.
I'm gonna give it a B minus. I thought it started off cool, and then there was just a little bit too much, as DJ would say, dip on the chip for my liking. Overall, I'll give it a B minus.
George.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, I enjoyed MJ Holman's brother. It was
Wow.
I mean, yeah, I'm around that B minus C plus Eric because it was cool, but it was kind of a lot. It felt like stuff was getting thrown down steps. So yeah,
Too much on the chip.
DJ.
I am really shocked at all three of you.
Why? It wasn't bad.
I really
bro.
wish. I really wish Contrell was on the podcast because that if only reason why it's not an F. Only reason why it's not an F. Because the guitar, that's the only part that was good. Only part. D minus, bro. It's
It wasn't
bro.
that bad, bro. Like they were doing the most, but they still were locked. They still were locked,
bro. I don't care if you're locked. If it's cluttered, I don't care if you're locked, bro. I do not care. Like nigga,
Yeah,
what?
I didn't like
and then
that.
the drummer,
I didn't like that.
then the drummer started.
That wasn't
soloing.
cluttered. It was his solo,
bruh.
It was his solo. It was a whack solo, but it was his solo. The drummer, his feel, it wasn't bad. It was just the most. Like, why would you do that right there? Like
anything higher than a D is.
He still came in on the one.
Anything higher than D is egregious. I'm sorry. It's freaking ridiculous, yo.
Egregious.
Yo, so this clip was sent to me. I don't know who. I don't know who sent it, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. This is bad, bro. Sorry. No, you can tell homie can play all of them. Bass player and a guitar player were my two favorite things out of
they
that.
were solid. They were solid. Dude, I didn't see nothing wrong with them.
D minus. D minus. I can't.
Well, it's
Oh
not.
my freaking
It's your vote,
goodness!
though. It's your vote. So
I really can't believe you, Will. I'm so shocked at you, yo.
it wasn't bad. I ain't hear no bad notes. Nobody fell off tempo. The biggest thing you could say bad about that is that they were overplaying. That's it.
Okay. Okay, cool. Next clip.
Yo, y'all are terrible. Yo, y'all are terrible.
What is happening, yo?
Hey, look, hold up. And I'm not laughing because it was bad. I mean, like, it wasn't bad. It's just like, yo, it was really just nothing, bro. He was just playing the record.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like, um, and it's like a C. It is a C minus for me. It's like there's just like nothing to it, and it's like I could do that. Like, who
Him and the
submitted?
drummer was super locked.
No, they weren't. But all right.
Yes, they
weren't.
were.
They were.
Yes, they were.
Yes, they were. Well, I was there. Yes, they were.
I'm glad you was there. No, they weren't. But anyways, bro, it's like, bro, doom, 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 doom. It's like it's just. It's like there was really just nothing. There was no separation of anything. He just kept just writing the same thing over. Pause. It was just nothing that was just like, yo, that was fire. Like, I don't know. It seemed like rehearsal. I'm learning the record. If I'm being honest.
So you said a C minus?
Yeah, man.
VG?
C plus B minus, playing the record. I mean, it was cool. I mean, he wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was just like, yo, and he did have
I
like a one or
liked it.
two off notes, but
I liked it. I liked it.
Ray?
I give that a B.
Oh my God, this is what I'm talking about. Lying, man. That is not a B. What? Like, I get it. You play with this dude, and I'm not even gonna pause it. You play with this dude. I got you. But at the same time, like, bro, like, You can't sit there and what Sherrod did, give him an A minus, and then give this dude a B.
What are you talking about? Absolutely, he played the record and he wasn't bad.
Oh my God.
All right, so
all right, yeah. All right, y'all laughing because y'all know y'all bullshitting. Y'all know y'all bullshitting. A B? Did you see his face? Did you see his face when he's playing it? Like, no. I'm not even, and this is the thing. I'm not even trying to play him. I'm really not. It's like, y'all got to cut the BS, though. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to sit here and let's give Sherrod an A minus and then give that man a B for what he did. Like, come on, bro.
But all right. So let me say something. All jokes aside, I gave Sherrod a B plus.
Yeah, you gave him a B plus. What do you give this man here?
Oh God.
Yo, chill,
Come
Will,
on.
chill.
I want to know. Because I want to see if the bullshit is going to continue. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just like,
you gave him a B minus. It's outrageous that I gave him a B.
Who? I gave him a C minus.
I gave him a C minus as well.
Dang.
I gave him a C minus because, like, he didn't go anywhere. He was super solid.
Yeah,
I always tell Dell to. I always pause. I always tell Dell to stretch out. Pause. But
that's worse than what I said. But what I said was worse, though, right, DJ?
Why?
What I said was worse. I can't pause.
Yes.
Pause. You tell a nigga to stretch out. Okay.
Okay.
Like a quarter to three.
Quarter to three, baby.
Exactly.
But no, I wish Dell would have. I wish Dell would have went in his bag, and
yeah,
but he did play the song.
Like one octave the whole time.
He did. He did play the song. So yeah, I'm a C minus because when you play records, you win with me. Yeah. Everybody graded, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, did George? What did George say?
Yeah.
I said C plus B minus.
George.
All right, guys. I guess because y'all see that man, yeah.
I gave him a C minus. Because it's pause. It's not like he wasn't bad or anything, so you can't give him a D plus. You can't.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Teron, it's on you, bro.
A B.
Oh man, y'all so fun.
Yeah.
All right. Got an Usher tribute, if you will. I'll go first. I'm gonna grade that an A. I thought it was super dope. It wasn't pre-recorded in the sense of like in Logic or any DAW. He just boom, 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 set up his mic, boom, boom. Yeah, I thought it was super dope, and he still like while soloing, playing percussive stuff and all that, he still was playing the parts. I thought it was super dope. Yep. What you got, Will?
This for me, it fluctuated, bro. Like when he started off, it was alright. It was at C, but when he went to the Little John joint, that fell exponentially. Like he almost got an F from me off that. But the next songs did bring it back up to a B though. I had him at a B plus, but it's like on those last two chords in the last song, it's like he couldn't get them out. Like he had two chances to get them, but they didn't come out either time. So it was a B for me.
Okay, George.
I got B plus. I got B plus. Dude was dope. It took me a second to figure out what he was doing.
Right.
I just don't like "Yeah" as a song, so that annoyed me as well. So that's why I said B plus.
Okay,
He could have kept
Ray.
that one.
I can't.
That's like a B minus.
You said a C minus.
I give it a no. I said a B minus. I feel like you guys sometimes are a little too easily impressed when it comes to guitar stuff.
Are we? Are
So,
we?
Here we go.
Are
yes,
we?
and
Nigga, you just gave.
You gave Dell a damn B, bro.
Yeah, because Dale's clip was better than this. So you guys might not know this, but I actually play guitar, and I'm something of a big deal where I come from. So you can take my word for it. This was a B minus. He was playing records. Is like, come on, let's not do this. It was a B minus. It's not a bad clip, but his song selection could have been a little better. He could have executed maybe just a tad bit better. But I'll leave it there. B minus.
Did you just plug out your phone to cuss? I mean, your microphone.
I wasn't gonna. I was trying to stop myself from saying anything, bro. Dale played "Holy One."
Okay, it's a great song.
He did basically. He recorded himself playing "Only One." And you feel that was better than what that man like I can't hold you. Some of the stuff was trash, some of the stuff he couldn't pull out. But the rest of the stuff that he did do and pull over, like this man playing
Like,
drums, melody, and still having chords
Hey,
within
yo,
there, and he's singing.
That was wild.
Like,
Will, you remember how when you was in school, you remember how you could have like A, but you get that 1-0 on that one quiz, and remember how that joint is gonna drop your grade point average? He had a couple of zeros in there. And you got to remember, you can't just erase your zero by getting another 100. You got to do
he
it.
didn't have
So
I don't think it was zeros, but it was low.
It wasn't zeros, but at least Dale's clip was steady, like 80s, 8Bs, steady Bs. This guy, he has some ups, he has some downs. I'm trying to tell you guys, y'all might not know this about me, but I'm known to fiddle on the strings a little bit from time to time. I'm
like
something of a big deal where I come from. I'm trying
Dale
to
had
tell you.
errors too, bro. If we're gonna be real, he had errors too. But you still give him a B. And what this dude, even if he didn't execute everything, still what he did was creative, bro. Like, can I ask you a question? Was it creative?
No, because it was other
It wasn't.
people's music. You just playing it back.
All right. Dale was playing other people's music. Like, I don't understand. What's the difference? What is
Dale
the difference?
Because Dale was at least steady.
And I'm only bringing it up because you said it was better. I'm just trying to figure out, how was it better?
Because it was more consistent across the board from end to end. No pause.
All right. Okay.
And if you want to hear, if you would like to hear some creativity, you could go listen to the album. What is it? What's it called? What's the name of your album, DJ? 516. You could go listen to that. I've put some creativity on that. You can go listen to some Control's music. I've put some creativity on that. You can go listen to. As a matter of fact, if you want to hear some creativity, do you remember that arrangement? What am I gonna say, DJ? What am I gonna say?
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say too.
What you did for Will?
Yeah.
If you go back and you listen to Will's birthday arrangement, the one with Jarvis, and that absolute rippage, that's creativity. That absolute rippage. Yeah.
Well, I thought you was gonna say what you did
and
for my wedding.
Geraldine's daughter.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was gonna say.
Oh yeah, and Geraldine's daughter. Hey Geraldine, how you doing? How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we have about 2 more clips. Let's go, T.
Deliverance comes when you call. He'll deliver. Deliverance comes when you call. Right on time. Deliverance comes when you call. He'll deliver. Deliverance comes when you call. Then demons tremble when you call. Oh, demons tremble when you call. In the name of Jesus. Demons tremble when you call. Demons tremble. Demons tremble when you call. Then he'll change for the better when you call. He'll change for the better when you call. Change your way of thinking. Change for the better when you call. Change your way of living. Change for the better when you call. And then your needs will be met. Never see the righteous forsaken. No, it's seen begging bread. They have me call him Jesus, my healer. Jesus, Savior. Jesus, say yes. Say yes. You ought to say yes. If you believe it this morning, say yes. Do you know it? He's right on time. He's right on time. Anybody ever had to call him? Anybody ever had to try him? He's right on time. I know he is. I know he is. I know he is. He'll show up on time. He'll deliver you on time. He'll set you free on time. He'll make a way on time. I know he is. I know he is. He may not come when you want him, but he's always on time. All you gotta do is get on your knees and believe the Father. He'll show up for you. He'll show up for you. Come on, show up, Jesus. Come on, show up, Jesus. Come on, show up, Jesus. Said I need you to show up. I need you to show up. I've been praying, Jesus. I've been crying, Jesus. I need you to show up.
Man.
That's good to me.
That was great to me. I already know, but again, I'm gonna go first.
Now let me go first.
Go ahead, Will.
First letter. So y'all might be shocked, but this is an A for me. Because, boy, that bass player,
that damn bass player,
that groove in the beginning, and then you hit me with another groove. I was like, wait a minute, yo, they is getting funky in there. You could some
Yeah, that
people
wasn't fair.
You see, as Dave Brown would say, swinging from the rafters, bro.
I actually,
Yo, that was
for me,
crazy.
it would have been an S tier. They just messed up when that last part, but they caught it. They bounced back. So I'm not, but that's an A+ for me. It's an A+.
They had 2 solid grooves that they could have played for hours, and nobody would have said stop.
They locked in right here the entire time,
bro.
Oh my gosh. I don't understand why musicians and singers don't understand staying right here. You ain't got to do tricks, builds. Once you catch a groove, that groove would be great for 10 minutes if you just stay there. If you just freaking stay there. But to get there, you got to let it happen. You can't force it. You cannot do anything other than let it happen. Once you wait for it to happen. Sometimes you just gotta wait. There's a season of waiting for blessings. There's a season of waiting for grooves, nigga.
Come
on. What are we doing?
Well,
Musicians. This is no shade to anybody. No shade. But just always wait and let it happen. You waiting doesn't mean you don't know what to do. You waiting just means you waiting for something to happen, whether it's a spiritual thing or whether it's a groove. Wait. Freaking wait, because this is clear. This is evidence. Oh my gosh. Like, Teron, can you play the first 10 seconds? Just the first 10 seconds one more time. Because that freaking bass line.
Deliverance comes when you call. He'll deliver. Deliverance comes when you call. Right on time. Deliverance comes when you call. He'll deliver. Deliverance comes when you call. Then demons tremble when you call. Oh, demons tremble when you call. In the name of Jesus. Demons tremble when you call. Demons tremble. Demons tremble when you call. Then he'll change for the better when you call. He'll change for the
My
better.
God.
Change your way of thinking. Change for the better when you call. Change your way of living. Change for the better when you call. Your needs will be met. Never see the righteous forsaken. No, it's seen begging bread. They have me call him Jesus, my healer. Jesus, Savior. Jesus, say yes. Say yes. You ought to say yes. If you believe it this morning, say yes. Do you know it?
You good, T?
I could have brought it to that second group, but that's all right.
I'm sorry. But and let's shout out that whoever holding down that tenor. That woman holding down that tenor. She locked. She is locked. But I love the way, because normally we in church with like they screaming that it's forte. They stayed here. And you did not miss it. They stayed here and you got the reaction as you were squalling and belching. They stayed here. Oh my God. That A+. Will, you said an A. George, what you got?
Yeah, I got an A. I love quartet music when it's good. So
when it's good.
I smelled the Newport's 100s in the air, man. That reminded me of menthol cigarettes in Dixwell Avenue right there, man. Oh my God.
Morning Star. What you got, Andrew?
Love it, yo.
That's an A. I give that an A.
Okay. Respect it. Why you laughing?
Nothing. I just thought the bass player was really good and consistent.
You can't
Played at a high level. Played at a high level the whole time, and just gave us what we needed.
Yes, indeed. Teron, it's on you, brother. So this was actually sent to me by Tehran, and definitely wanted to showcase this on the show. Let me start with Ray. Go ahead.
So in the beginning, I was leaning towards B minus area because I felt like it was just again a lot. There's a little too much dip on the chip for my liking. However, where he ended up taking the song once he actually locked into that loop, that groove, I did very much enjoy that. So I would move that up towards the B plus A minus range. And I forget the guy's name. It's like Mark Angelo or something. He's from Kingston, Jamaica too. So I gotta consider that. You know, he's from my backyard. Come from Yard. So I give that about B plus A minus.
VG.
That was a lot. That was a lot. He said, "We give you all." He was like, "Yeah, I'm about to give you
every damn thing." Every damn thing.
I'm about to give you all. I agree with Andrew. Like in the beginning, I was just like, "Ah, man." So, wonder what the Lakers are going to do in Game 4. But when they started repeating the refrain, I was like, okay, this is cool. It kind of got somewhat settled down, and man, he was. I hope he gets whatever gig he's trying to get, because man, yeah, I got B. I gotta B.
Okay, well,
okay, so the man could clearly play, but I'm giving him a C minus. And the reason why I'm giving him a C minus is because you can tell when he was playing what he accomplished, what he tried to set out to do was he wanted to play that record like no one else has played it. He was trying to do his own rendition and, you know what I'm saying, separate himself from anybody else who ever has played it. And the thing is with that, you could tell how he could play when the stuff that people have done with that record already, when he played that, it was good. It was good, but it was the moments when he was trying to put his own thing. He tried to make it sound different, where it showed that yeah, you can play, you can learn records, you can play records, but when it comes to you producing yourself, coming up with your own material, that's where you lack. So that's why I give him a C minus.
Okay. All right. So let me break it down for me. I feel like if this was in church or at a concert, in a public setting, that like, let's just say him playing for an artist, or even if he was playing for himself, like in a public setting, I'm gonna go with a C. But because he was at home in his studio, and it was clearly, I'm gonna play what I know, every trick I could think of that would boom, boom, boom. I got this at a B plus, A minus area. I thought Paul's his movements and his touch for on piano is super dope. It reminds me of Rodney. It reminds me of Ronnie East, and it reminds me of Jason Tyson. But he's
Now you're
he can play.
You're stretching it.
No, come on, no, I'm not, bro.
Rodney.
I'm just talking about you could tell, and not only
I hear what
them,
you're saying.
it's the trills and the voicings. He definitely has Rodney East voicings. I'm
No,
not talking
there's
about
no
Will.
way.
Hold on. I'm not talking about the middle stuff like. I'm talking about when he was sprinkling and all that. That's all Rodney. That's all Rodney. You could tell he listened to Rodney when it comes to that, and when it comes to those 8-finger chords and drops. You could tell he listens to somebody like a Mike Burrell or even Jason Tyson or somebody like that, or a New York cat like Corey or Travis. So that's what I mean. It's a certain part of his playing that sounds like Rodney, and Rodney is super influential to every single keyboardist out there.
This is true.
So
Nah,
yeah,
it's not giving Rodney from Like, cause Rodney, what makes him great to me is like he doesn't deviate from melody. Among the
so
crazy
that's why
stuff
I
that he
said
does, it's like he's still doing it, but he's not deviating from melody.
yeah. So
Like,
that's why I
bro,
said when he did that, when Homie was playing the medley, he didn't deviate from that. He just voiced the chords super different, and of course changed the bass
and where
line,
it
sub
didn't make
bass.
sense, and it didn't make sense.
I
It
gotta
was
disagree.
You really thought it was tasteful what he was doing? Nah, bro, it
No,
was
I
sound
think
mad,
because of the setting, I wasn't mad at that he was doing all of that.
bro. If he
So
played
that's all I'm
all he
saying.
like, okay, if he played all what he played, right, as
Hmm.
far as like the color that he was putting on it, and kept the foundation solid, true to the original, it would have been a way better video.
Okay, I agree to disagree. We got one more video.
You sound like my
Okay,
wife.
because I said let's agree to disagree.
Yo,
But she knows she can't win a
Wow.
debate. Well, agree to disagree.
No, I just don't feel like arguing.
Agree to disagree.
I don't feel like debating, nigga.
when she knows she can't
Oh.
win.
It's on you, Teron. Okay. That was Tim Smalls on drums. I'll let you go first, VG.
From the side, he kind of looks like TJ, so I'm gonna give it a C. That's all I got.
Oh my
My
god.
boy catching strays.
He almost made it through the episode without
Okay.
almost.
I'll go next since you two are the drummers in this chat. I'm gonna go with he's super music. He was super musical in that. I like the ghost notes and all that. It translated. I'm gonna go with, and he did some of the original stuff that Mike Clemens did, which is super nostalgic for me. So I'm gonna go with B plus. Will.
Yeah, you right. I did hear a little Mike in there, and I'll give it a B, and that's only because the feels were cool. It's just he did like I could probably like one too many of them stutter joints. They cool, but it's like when you multiple times, it just started getting old to me. But it was solid. I give it a B.
Okay. Ray.
I was gonna give it like a B minus B because for that same reason that Will said, I felt like a lot of the chops they felt recycled.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole thing, so I was just kind of like I hear different drums, but I hear the same pattern. So it's like
Right.
you're doing the same thing over and over, but you're just doing it around the kit. And I was like, I'm not, and I don't notice. Obviously, he can play, so I'm not gonna make any assertion about his vocabulary on the instrument. But in this particular clip, it's like you just saying the same thing over and over. So, I mean, it was clean. It didn't sound bad, right. But it's just I noticed it. It would just seem like you just running the same cycle over and over until the end of the song. So I gotta give it like a B minus B.
Okay. Listen, chat. We appreciate y'all for watching this episode, man. Patrick Schaefer had to run a little emergency, but he's good. So we're glad that he's good, and we ask y'all to meet us back here next week, man. We'll be back. Contrell hopefully will be back if he hasn't quit the Brodies. We don't know. We find out 2 hours before that he can't make it, but that's neither here nor there.
AJ needs the edge up.
Thank you to TH5 Media, Teron. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. This is your boy Daytoven. This is from Chicago. This is from the future patriarch, the voice of reason, the chief intercessor. Man,
Dion needs his old dreads touched up. I can't come.
We out. Salute, y'all.
Yo, we out.
Oh man.